Yo, what up? This is Bruh here with a new video. Also, sorry if I'm looking like this way. I guess I should probably look over here. Yeah. So today, I figured I was gonna rank every single Fall Guys map. Why? But yeah, let's get this started because this is gonna be so basically rule number one is obviously every single game is going to be included in the ranking, which adds up, and also according to the Fall Guys wiki, which I guess I will put in the description, 81 games. Number two, I will be rating the games from 1 to 5 stars. 1 being awful, bottom of the barrel, 2 being bad, 3 being decent, fine, okay, maybe underwhelming, subpar even. Number 4 is pretty good. Alrighty, we're starting to cook a little bit. And number 5, the GOATs. You might not see them a lot, but there are still some, of course. Number 3, there will be Mario Kart music. It's more like of an observation if you even notice that. But yeah, it's not really a rule. Only for me, baby. Procrastinator moment. And number 4, I'm not gonna talk about it yet, but there is a little surprise waiting a little more later down the line. So that's about it. However, one last thing. The games I have are in alphabetical order, but that's boring as hell because that means we start with airtime. I don't want to talk about airtime, so we're gonna use a random number generator to pick the rounds. So yeah, so here's the first one right now.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure airtime is better than this. Anyways, placed at 2 stars is our first game of the day, Egg Siege. But yeah, I think Egg Siege is just a bad game. I don't know how else to put it. Basically, there are 3 teams, and you have to get eggs into your basket, or more like area, but hey. And there are a couple of golden eggs you can use, which I'm pretty sure bump up your score to 5 instead of the titular one. You can also grab other players' eggs out of their area and then proceed to kick them out or to put them over into your area. Now, the reason I don't like this game is just it's kind of boring. Well, the first the first minute or so is mostly just, grabbing the eggs and putting them into your area, which, not the most greatest gameplay ever in the world, but hey. And after that, you mostly just have to keep going to other people's areas and then just keep getting grabbed over and over. It's kind of a little annoying and repetitive for me. So yeah, I don't really get any good feeling whenever this game comes up. Luckily, it doesn't really come up anymore, but sometimes, I don't know, dude. It's SS4, dude. I don't even know anymore. But yeah. And even then, if you're not doing that, you're probably defending, which is still annoying because you just hope they're out of their area, your area. So yeah, I'm not gonna call this game good by any means, but it could be hella worse or something. I don't know necessarily how. But hey, the only reason I'm really keeping this out of 1 star is because there's worse games by far. So hey, congratulations Egg Siege for having 2 stars to your name. Now get the fuck out of my face. Cool, a slightly better round, I guess. Whatever, I'll take it at this point. Anyways, at number 2, we have Seesaw with 3 stars out of 5. Now, I don't find this round very remarkable or even memorable, but I will say it's better than Next Siege because it's not as infuriating as that one. Even though, I mean, if you're looking at the footage right now, this just looks treacherous, dude. But I'm pretty sure it's just because this was like 2020. Alrighty, Seesaw is just a race round where you traverse, you're not gonna believe it, but seesaws. And depending on how much people there are on each side, it weighs down to that side and the other side is lifted to the air. So yeah, sometimes this could block your path and you're gonna have to wait a little bit to make sure that the seesaw is all the way down around the middle spot. Or you can weigh it down by yourself by going to the other side and making sure it's balanced there. So yeah, that's basically it for Seesaw. I mean, yeah, it's kind of just a normal round, which, you know, I don't hate, I don't really like, so it's in the middle for me. Yeah, just a pretty underwhelming round if I say so. But hey, at least, you know, I don't have to deal with grabbing eggs, so that's pretty cool. Congratulations, Seesaw. I never thought I'd say this, but I guess 3 stars to you.
Alright, fine. I still haven't talked about Rule 4 yet, mostly because there's no point. So, yeah, here it is. Each or 10 rounds are going to be filled with Mario's opinions. He chose them. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know, dude. I know what it's gonna be, but I don't know what the order of games is gonna be, so I don't know when they're gonna come up. So yeah, enjoy that. That's Rule 4. Let's go back to the video.
Sadly, I already know what these opinions are, but let's talk about the first one, which is Seesaw. So Mario said that he would give Seesaw 2 stars out of 5, and I gave him a one sentence to describe why he feels that way about, well, the round he's choosing / picking, and decided to say that Seesaw was a boring round. And I can concur with that. When you're front running, it's really just boring, dude. Like, there's like no obstacles. It's literally just free, a free pathway, dude, and then you're first or maybe second if someone catches up somehow. But yeah, I can see what he's getting at. So yeah, I can definitely say that his opinion here is valid, and I'm fine with 2 stars. So yeah, good opinion, Mario. I don't really have much else to say because it is in fact a boring round. Jesus Christ, dude. Can we just get a good game already? Alright. At number 3, we have Penguin Pool Party at 1 star out of 5. Penguin Pool Party is just a hunt mini game where you have to grab a penguin for 25 seconds and hopefully reach that amount of time. However, people can grab you and steal your penguin, which, dude, this game sucks. Holy sh! But yeah, just imagine a egg siege, but instead of the basket, it's you holding it, and other people are trying to steal your penguin. So yeah, I mean, it's just worse, dude. And when the penguin is dropped, it just keeps moving, dude. So it's like trying to juke you as well. So it's like, it's just annoying as hell. Dude, it's maddening. That's what I'm trying to say right now. I think people can agree with me that it's probably 1 or 2 stars at most. So yeah, I'm not really gonna talk about this game more because I don't want to talk about it, and hopefully we get another a good one soon. At the number 4 spot, we have Slime Climb with 5 stars out of 5. This is our first perfect, I'm going to use that in quotation marks, perfect round, which I love. This is easily and a lot of people's favorite map. However, it's not my favorite, but it is really, really good, great, excellent. Dude, there are so many obstacles, dude. There's just a lot of fun. I really love the verticality of this map position, because if you fail one part, that means you gotta go back at the bottom and then cry about it. Alright, well, just keep going up then. You know, it's obviously, you know, goated for a reason. You know, there's even a lot of shortcuts here if you know what you're doing, so it's pretty accessible to pro players. So I mean, that's a nice plus in my book. And you know, I guess griefing here, but I guess it's part of the game. I guess it was intended, sure, whatever. Who cares, dude? And of course, the yeetus you can take at the end, or you know, not, because it's not there in the footage. So yeah, you can also just do that for style points or fail miserably. So yeah, it's just a varied and fun course, and no matter what, you're probably gonna have a good time on it, no matter what, unless you die within like the first 10 seconds. So yeah, this is like one of the few 5 out of 5 stars courses / rounds for me, at least. Dude, I feel like every time I play Pixel Painters, I'm flipping a coin 50% of the time, where I get a griefer or not. Anyways, number 5, we have Pixel Painters at 3 stars, which is a complete fucking lie, because it's actually at 2 stars, idiot. Anyways, there's one simple fact. I dropped it 1 star below, and that's what you're about to see right now. This nice little totem pole of where you can get one person to the other side and start griefing him. What the hell? Besides that, it's mostly just a fine and serviceable game when you're with good teammates. So yeah, so there's not much to say about it there. So yeah, sadly it's just 2 stars because of the fucking griefing and that exploit, dude. Oh my god. All right, well, it's not 1 star. Here's the map that 50% of it you don't want to be on, because it's pretty much just a useless side where you don't want to be it. Anyways, our 6th game we are talking about is Blast Atlantis, being at 3 out of 5 stars. So first of all, not this side of the footage, but the other side all the way over there, there's nothing happening on that side. So that's just useless as hell. Like, if you spawn there, you might as well just go back to this side. Like, come on, dude. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the reason why it's at 3 stars, especially with another thing being the bombs. And let me say this right now, I do think the bombs are fun, but in the Switch version, the bombs just do whatever they want. Like, sometimes you could get launched far away, maybe not even, I mean, dude, like, sometimes the bombs just explode early, and I'm like, what the hell, dude? Oh my god. That's just the disadvantage of being a Switch player, though. But I get to brag more, so there's the pros and cons of being a Switch player. So yeah, I do like the flooding of this area, but it doesn't really affect much since they changed the timer to 2 minutes and no, it's gonna be 150 seconds, which isn't enough to flood the whole area. So yeah, you can basically just stay at the top and then, you know, just win by yourself with your duo or squad. So yeah, I do think this is a little bit more fun than Seesaw, but yeah, it's still gonna be 3 stars for me, sadly. Well, you tried your best, Blastlantis. This is not a good game. I just really don't know what to call this. Anyways, for our number 7th game, we have Some Fruit at 1 out of 5 stars. In Some Fruit, basically, you count the amount of fruit that is placed or, well, dropped onto the floor, and then a question is told to you on how many specific fruits there were. So like the dragon fruit over there, or I think that was a banana, and that green thing over there, which I don't know the name of. But yeah, it just asks you a question of how many were there, and then you have to place your answer, and it's as boring as it gets. Like, this is not good, bro. I do not need a game reminding me of calculus right now. Like, dude, who likes some fruit? Who? Raise your hand if you like some fruit. That's what I thought. But yeah, this is just. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's also like a platform all the way up there if you use the fan. So that was pretty cool, you know. Kind of like Pixel Painters, but somehow even worse because it's just an automatic win. This game sucks balls. All right. The real question is if it's worse than Penguin Pool Party. I guess. I mean, it's not as frustrating as that one. It's mostly just kind of boring. But so hey, you get that over Penguin Pool Party. So yeah, congratulations on not being the worst game, dude. I mean, give me a good game. Look, I'm not talking about this stupid game, dude. Anyways, Egg Scramble is 1 star. It's basically the same thing as the medieval version, but it's also the medieval version, so I have more bias to that, so it's 1 star. Yeah, dude, I don't care anymore. I don't care, dude. Yeah, they're similar. There's no difference. The only thing is that I didn't play this one as much since it was not vaulted in SS1, but vaulted afterwards. Actually, this game isn't that bad. If anything, I would think it's actually pretty decent. So, anyways, at our number 9 spot, we are talking about Hit Parade at 3 out of 5 stars. So, Hit Parade is basically just a race round where you have to reach the finish line through obstacles, and yeah. It's one negative factor is that it's just a pretty short round, actually. Otherwise, yeah, this is actually a fun round. Yeah, and if it were longer, it'd actually probably be 4 stars, I'm not gonna lie. If only there was some longer version of Hit Parade or something, I don't know. God, if only there was just something like that. Anyways, other than that, yeah, this is just a pretty cool level, especially after the slime mechanic of SS3, so yeah. Yeah. Decent. Dude, that countdown literally changed from one number goddamn to I'm pretty sure it was 8 to 7. Alright. Anyways, for our number 10 game, we're gonna be talking about Block Party, which holds 2 stars out of 5. Block Party is a survival game where walls come up and try to block you, and you have to go around them or jump through them, jump over them, whatever. Or stairs, just climb on top of them. But yeah. This round, as you can see right now, looks pretty boring. I mean, there's like no effort. All I literally have to do is go left. I'm pretty sure even my Joy-Con drift can do that. Like, okay, yeah, I don't know. The only saving grace is the hard version, where you have to jump through multiple obstacles. You know, they become, well, not faster or anything like that, but there is plenty more, and it becomes way more difficult than a literal single jump. But yeah, that's the only saving grace of, you know, me giving it 2 stars. Otherwise it'd be 1. So yeah, oh my god. God, good thing we're not gonna talk about this game anymore. Yeah, no, I just lied to you anyways. Yeah, we haven't had a Mario opinion in a while, so let's see what he has to say for Mario. I guess Mario gives this block party 4 out of 5 stars and adds that it's an enjoyable and fun round to play. Mario, what have you been smoking? The only reason I can ever imagine him giving 4 stars on this map is because of the hard variation. And even then, I ragdoll sometimes there too, so it's like, I think I made it pretty clear what I stand on Mario's opinion. But yeah, I think his opinion is pee-pee poo-poo, garbage, straight cap, and yeah, I would have maybe let him off with like a, I don't know, dude, like a 3-star maybe, but no, I mean, he's just at a solid 4, so what am I supposed to do? But yeah, I will take Mario, and yeah, let's move on to the next one. For our number 11 spot, we have Slime Climb
At night.
standing with 5 stars out of 5. Do I really need to mention how this is a phenomenal map? And also the fact that it's literally just Slime Climb, but 100 times better. And it's longer, and it's aesthetically better. Yeah, right. You know this already. I don't even need to talk about this map, dude. It's the exact same reasons as Slime Climb, but better. So yeah. Also, it's more possible that there's griefing on this map, but that's also possible on Slime Climb now. Is it? This is easily going in my number 1 spot. Like, it's like, come on, dude. Well, it'll probably stay there for a majority of the time, unless I get tremendous luck and get like one of my favorites. God, I sure do wonder which one is my favorite map of all time. For now, it's gonna stay up there. So yeah, the only thing that really scares me about this entry is the fact that we're definitely not running out of 5-star maps. But yeah. Alright then, congratulations, Slime Scraper, or the Slime Scraper. You get to go at the number 1 spot for maybe a few or a lot of entries. I bet I just reminded you of this map, which I'm sure no one probably would have remembered besides today. At number 12, we have Tiptoe Finale, standing with 3 stars out of 5. This map is similar to Tiptoe, instead it's in squad version. It might be in duos, I have no idea. But yeah, basically you have to just guess the correct pathway, and when you finish that part, you see a little mountain where you have platforms to climb up and grab the crown. And yeah, and also there's a button at the beginning you can use to discern the pathway with I think it's boots that fall out of the sky, or well, just random things like that. The blue thing that just fell right there. So yeah, you can aim it because the cannon is moving from side to side. So yeah, I actually think this is a pretty decent map as well as like Hit Parade. The button certainly helps. There's no button in original Tiptoe, and I think that's pretty lame. I think it would be a pretty cool addition to that game. But hey, I can see just the fun of luck. So yeah, and also the little mountain at the end is pretty neat, I will say, especially if you're in a really close race with another team. So yeah, yeah, just a decent map all around. So yeah, that's why I gave it 3 out of 5. Just a neat little cute map. Wowee, okay, I guess we're just back to bad maps, I guess. Makes it seem like I hate the game or something. Well, at number 13, we have Bubble Trouble with 2 stars out of 5. Well, in this game, you collect bubbles. And yeah, that's it. Sometimes there can be gold, which I'm pretty sure either give you 3 or 5. I do not care enough to check. But yeah. That's literally it. There's different sections where it can be placed, but yeah. I mean, it's fine, I guess. It's just to collect something map. So yeah, it could be worse, like, you know, grabbing a certain thing. Like, I like the sections. They're pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, the golden spots are pretty also cool too, but yeah, I mean, it's just collecting bubbles. There's not much to say about it. Yeah. And what's that? We have a certain situation on our hands? What's that? There's a reason why it was vaulted in the first place? Sometimes you would load into the round and there would just be no bubbles, nothing for you but 5 minutes of boredom. Like, come on, dude. So yeah, that's really the reason why I give it 2 stars. But yeah, sadly, that's the reason it was vaulted. Sadly. But yeah, otherwise I would have gotten 3. What an OG, dude. Hexagon with 5 out of 5 stars in the number 14 spot. Dude, this is a classic. It was even the beta of Fall Guys. So yeah, Hexagon is a finale round, or final round, where you are placed in multiple layers of hexagons that when walked on or ran on, disappear after a few seconds. So yeah. I mean, does anyone disagree that this is a bad map? There's really a lot of strategies you can pull here, with obviously the classic griefing someone just to the bottom layer, or multiple layers even if you're in the correct spot to do it. And of course, griefing them with the tiles. So yeah, I mean, if you don't feel like griefing, you can always do that and make your opponent more pressured to leave the area and possibly make mistakes along the way. Or even trying to corner yourself in a certain spot where you will be left alone and possibly win the round. I mean, yeah, this map's got it all, dude. This is a classic finale, dude. And probably my favorite... No, I'm joking. It's not. However, when it comes into placing, well, my top 3... as of now revealed 5-star maps, it will probably go in between Slime Climb and Slime Scraper being at number 2. So congratulations, Hexagon. And yeah, let's see if it can be topped by other maps. Here's my nemesis from the no jump challenge back again. At number 15, we have surprisingly our first 4-star map being Skyline Stumble. I'm gonna say this one time, but my favorite aesthetics are probably the future maps and the medieval maps. So yeah, I mean, based on that, none of them are gonna get 2 stars or I'm stupid, 1 star. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out real quick. Yeah, I really like this map. I really like all the sections besides this bridge section because it's a little bit too easy for me. And this section just kind of blows. So yeah, I mean, if you aren't correctly timed with it, you would have to wait a little bit and then use people's head to get over the blocked doors. And yeah, that one's kind of boring. This section's pretty good though. And of course, the bumpers. Those are pretty cool, and I like how this side, it makes you feel slow as fuck. Like, it just makes you feel like you're doing the wrong decision, dude. Like, look at how slow that is. That took like probably 15 to 20 seconds. It's still going, dude. But yeah, probably one of my favorite of the future maps, besides, you know, Slime Scraper. But yeah, this is a just really good, solid round overall. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with its placement. So yeah, congratulations for finally being one of the first 4-star maps. Speaking of not giving these futuristic map 1 stars, this is the closest to it. At 2 stars and our number 16 spot, we have Big Shots. Big Shots is a survival round where you have to last, is it 5 minutes? I think it's shorter. I think it's also like Blast Lantis where it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But things will be shooting at you from cannons, and you will be on one platform that is a seesaw. This is as boring as it gets, dude. Like, the only thing that's really saving this is the aesthetic, because the gameplay is literally just moving left to right, right to left, left to right. Like, does that sound anywhere? Does that sound like your type of game? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, just kind of really just blows. This is probably going to be my most wild take so far, so just hang on for a little bit with me. At number 17, we have Jinxed with 4 stars out of 5. Jinxed is basically like tag, however, there is 2 squads and 1 person from each squad is infected, and they have to grab the other players' teammates that aren't. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a lot of areas to juke here. I will say it is very fun seeing people get annoyed at said jukes if you're good enough. And I mean, I don't know. I kind of just like it for some reason. I really don't know. You know, there's a lot of strategies here. Of course, juking. You can also gather up other players to help you. Of course, you can use the thing that speeds you up in the middle. I have no idea what it's called. You can also use bumpers and balls to make a quick getaway. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't explain it, dude. I just really like it. Well, we delayed the inevitable first map for like half an hour. Alrighty then, at number 18 we have Airtime with 3 stars out of 5. In Airtime you have to stay in the yellow zone for, well, until your percentage meter fills up to 100%. So yeah, I like the idea of this, despite the fact that there's a certain thing keeping it from going any higher. But yeah, the concept's pretty good. I like the design and layout of this map, but here's the kicker. You can literally just cheese the map by staying at the seesaw and then just grabbing the trapeze like 2 or 3 times. And an even more consistent way is if you go into the treadmill where the bumpers are, you can just go to the trapeze and then come back to it. Wow, what an L map. Yeah, I don't really like that. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna give it 3 stars, and it's gonna be at the bottom of those 3 stars.
Now hold on a second, because do you know what this round is called? I'm gonna give you, well, 3 options because there's 3 of the rolling games. So here we go. Probably A, it's mirrored, so probably A. Roll on. B, roll out. And C, roll off. So what is it? I'll give you like 10 seconds. I mean, I'm probably gonna speed up the footage by like 100 times, so. Yo, what up? Stay hydrated. Alright, anyways, the fucking answer's C, so yeah. Hopefully, you got that right. If not, you just fucking disrespected my favorite final bitch.
That is right. Roll-off is in fact my favorite finale or final, whatever you want to call it, dude. It is my personal favorite. However, it is not the top spot, but really close at number 2. Roll-off is a survival technically, but also a finale where you have to be the last one standing on the both rolling platforms that are going the opposite direction of each other. While the round progresses, both platforms keep getting faster, and yeah, there's obstacles on some of them. There are big gaps forcing you to the other side and sometimes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and the slime rises too. I probably should have mentioned that, but yeah. I really like this finale, actually. After a certain amount of time, I mean, first of all, let's talk about the first minute. It's gonna be really easy. Maybe even the first 2 minutes, but yeah. After a certain amount of time, once the slime starts rising, you have less room than you had before, and you have to be more quick on your toes. So sometimes you have to memorize the layout so you can have the best performance on this map. And yeah, I mean, even if you're a pro, you can go around the walls, and you know, don't have to worry about the other side unless there's a really big gap. And even then, you can jump on. You see like those little metal railings? Yeah, you can jump on those. So yeah. Yeah, accessible to pros, like a certain other map. Well, 2 maps technically, being Slime Climb and Slime Scraper. But yeah, I really like this map, dude. It's my favorite finale, which I'm pretty sure I already said. And yeah, this is easily the best finale for me and any others that we will talk about. So yeah, my favorite one, and going in at the number 2 spot. So congratulations. And let's move on to number 20. I think this will help you think of what I thought of Speed Slider at the time. At number 20, we have Speed Slider with 3 out of 5 star maps. Let me say this right now. I think this is actually a good map. However, I've just gotten tired of it over time. Like, I just want you to remember, dude, that SS4 did not come out until like the 10th of May. And this was like, what, December? Yeah. I think if it was longer, because literally the footage is like 1 minute, so I have to hurry the hell up. And yeah, and also fun fact, this is my first time playing Speed Slider in the footage, which you won't see because I'm ahead of everyone. Well, not ahead of everyone, but you know. And yeah, you basically just slide down into the ending. Pretty basic map, but I like it. I think this is the game that desperately needs more variations. Other than that, yeah, this is a pretty 3-star rank for me. We've actually been on a pretty solid streak so far after big shots, so hey, I'm not complaining at all. At number 21, we have Short Circuit at 4 stars out of 5. Short Circuit is a race round in futuristic theme, shall I add, where you have to go around the map 2 times, and yeah, it should take you about a little bit over a minute or so, and yeah, I like this one. Kind of reminds me of Mario Kart, especially with the laps, except, you know, 1 lap shorter, unless you're playing like Warrior Coliseum. But yeah, this is just a pretty cool round, honestly. Cool way to introduce the futuristic themes. And of course, since it's in this aesthetic, it's obviously going to be good and above 2 stars. Heck, it's going to multiply 2 stars by 2. So yeah, I don't really have much else to add, but yeah, I mean, just a solid round, a good round. And yeah, hopefully we get more 4-star maps because, you know, we're kind of, you know, a little bit behind on this. I mean, technically, we're behind on 1 stars, but I mean, come on. Do you really want me to talk about them? Do you really fucking want me to talk about them? All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, but at number 22 we have Freezy Peak with 4 out of 5 stars. I am sorry. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would probably have this at 5 or 4, so yeah, I'm sorry, but I have to give this a 4. Anyways, this is a round, or a race round actually, and I'm pretty sure our first snow round actually. But yeah, it's a vertical map, a linear vertical map, like a lot of the other maps. But yeah, I like everything presented here, especially the aesthetic, but it's this section right here. Like, it's literally just waiting, bro. And I guess you could jump across the switches, or like the flip boards, whatever you call them. Dude, that's like barely any faster. It might even be slower. And I'm sorry, dude. That's like the only reason this isn't 5 stars. I'm sorry. Besides, didn't I tell you that there was like, didn't I have like a few 5 stars? I mean, yeah, this be cool to have a 5 stars, but sadly not, apparently, because that section exists. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. But 4 stars, you know, nothing to sneeze at. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the legendary part of the snowball strategy. Give it up, my friends. Let us see it in all full glory.
Okay, so Domino's perfect combo includes 2 medium 1-topping pizzas, 16 Parmesan bread bites, 8 cinnamon twists, and a 2-liter of Coke.
Dang, we're just in Coach 4-star territory because this is our 3rd one in a row. At number 23, we have Party Promenade Promenade at 4 out of 5 stars. Let me go ahead and say this. This is probably like the baseline for 4-star maps. And yeah. Alright, let me go ahead and say this because I don't think a lot of people comment on it. But I really like the scenery here. It takes place during evening. Obviously, probably not the real Earth, if this is even an Earth. But yeah, I think this is what I was saying before about the longer version of Hit Parade, and this is just, you know, a more fleshed out version of it. You know, a really nice way to start SS1, you know, to get new players in. It's not that easy, actually. It's pretty somewhat tough if, you know, you don't know what you're doing, or if you're like me and your grab button doesn't work on the fucking trapeze. Let me mention the fact that the speed run for this is insane, dude. Like, you're looking at the footage right now, right? There's so many shortcuts you can take. I mean, sure, that first one required a partner, but you know. Yeah, like the balloons you can do here, and then you can just skip like 10-15 seconds or so, probably 10. But yeah, just an excellent map, you know. Also accessible to pro players, but also probably kind of luck for me, at least, if I were to even attempt those strategies, which I will not be doing anytime soon. Dude, I got so happy. I thought this was Jump Showdown. Instead, we're talking about goddamn Jump Club. Whatever, dude. At number 24, we have Jump Club at 3 out of 5 stars. which ends up breaking the 4-star streak, sadly. Anyways, Jump Club is a survival game where you have to survive against two bars. One of them gradually, well, they both, nah, never mind. Only the bottom one gets more faster, while the top one stays at the same exact rate. So yeah, sometimes there could be fruit thrown at you, and yeah, you basically just have to jump over it and hopefully not get griefed. And as you can see in the footage, that round lasted for like 30 seconds. I'm surprised I'm not even putting this at 2 stars. But yeah, that's like the biggest con. Like, this game does not take forever, dude. Unlike its big brother, Jump Showdown, which is, you know, so big contribution to this being 3 stars. But yeah, otherwise, I like the game, but there's just another better one. So sadly, Jump Club has to be at 3 stars. At the maybe like middle of 3 stars though. We literally would have been fine. We literally would have been fine for the 4-star streak if this was replaced with the other one. At number 25, we have the Swiveler with 4 out of 5 stars. The Swiveler is a survival game where you have to go in a circle and multiple obstacles are, you know, trying to hit you off into the slime. While that happens, there is a fan that slowly moves to push you off and gets faster over time. Doesn't that sound similar? Like another game that we literally just talked about? But yeah, this actually is pretty somewhat similar to Jump Club and I guess Jump Showdown, especially with the fan variant, except it doesn't get any faster. But yeah, I like this one, you know. Sadly, it does have the same problem as Jump Club, where the game can just end abruptly, and then, you know. So yeah, like look at that, dude. That was like 20 seconds maybe. Luckily, it doesn't have a big brother as a final. It's just this one, and yeah, I mean, you know, if you get like in the squads or duos and it's, you know, survival, it's pretty nice to time out. I will say, you know, nice euphoria when you complete that. I think this is going to be sitting with Jinx at the bottom half of the 4 stars, but hey, it's better to talk about a 4-star map than like a 2 or a 3 or a 1. So yeah, alright then, let's move on to the next one. Alrighty then, I guess we're... Oh my god, I'm not excited to say my opinion on this one. At number 26, we have Power Trip at 3 out of 5 stars. Like I said before, none of the future games are going to be 1 star, so obviously that means it's 2 now. Sadly, this is a team game, so none of those are really going to be 4-star or especially 5. But yeah, in this game, your teammates or you have to carry a battery and fill out the tiles with your color. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There are 2 strategies you can go. Obviously, you can go with the footage strategy, which is just grabbing a battery and trying to mix other people / juke and filling out your tiles. And the second strategy is, and what you see that person doing over there, trying to grab a battery from the opposing team and, you know, just getting your tiles back. The second strategy is probably what you want to be doing, since they will have less batteries to have, and they would have to steal yours, and you're just gonna get more tiles within the meantime you're running away from them. So yeah, I like the game. As you can see, I put it at 3 stars. Yeah, I mean, I did put Jinxed at 4 stars, and this is somewhat similar to that, except you have to grab a battery and, you know, grabbing and then grabbing the battery again. And but yeah, just like Pixel Painters, I think it's a fun game, except without the totem pole, if you know what I mean. Holy shit, we haven't had a Mario opinion in like 10 years. But this is what he has to say about Power Trip. He says that it's 1 out of 5 stars and that it's quote unquote absolutely garbage round, very annoying. Do I need to tell you if I agree with him or not? We can discern from the message that he obviously hates the grabbing in this map. And, you know, I could agree with him if the battery was moving. You can also probably discern that he hates team games. So, I mean, I can agree with him there. But, you know, some of the team games aren't bad. They're just underwhelming. I think you can see where I'm going with this. But if he gave it 2 stars, I'd probably let him off. Like Block Party. But since he's calling it awful, I'm just gonna have to draw the line there and just call this invalid. So yeah, that's not a good record, Mario. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. And our last entry for this video just so happens to be a final round. At number 27, we have Thin Ice with 4 out of 5 stars. I think this is a really, really good finale. It's basically like Hexagon, except the layers are right next to each other, like literally just stacked on top of each other like pancakes. And yeah, and the tiles last longer, probably like if you were to stand on them continuously, it'd be like 7 seconds probably. But you can time your jumps correctly into making the platform last longer for maybe like 14 seconds or so. And yeah, the strategy here is, you know, to isolate yourself from the other people and making it more difficult to jump to your aisle, or making it impossible even. And of course, griefing here, you know, I don't let it count to my ranking though, so can't really mention it. And yeah, the only reason I guess I'm not ranking this in 5 stars is just because, well, I like the other ones better. I'm sorry, but this is at the top of 4 stars, I would say, but it's behind Freezy Peak because I like it better. So yeah, I mean, otherwise this is just a solid round. Like, come on, dude, everyone loves Thin Ice, even me. So yeah, and that's it for all of our entries. And no, there's no Mario segment. Alright, let's summarize it a little here. So, it looks like I hate Fall Guys, especially with those earlier entries, but I really don't, okay? Here, I'll even show you the percentage of what I like, what maps I think are good out of the 27. So here you go. It's 17 out of 27. And the percentage there, well, I'm gonna have to calculate it. The answer to that is 62.9%, but let's just round it up to 63. I mean, technically, if we were talking about school, not college, just normal like high school or something, this is like a D minus. You know, it's still passing. But yeah, I don't hate Fall Guys. Come on, why would I make a video like this? Just to show, like, come on. Oh yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you for Mario for sharing his opinions for me. You'll see more of his opinions later in part 2 and part 3. I don't know necessarily when they'll come, but you know, hell, we might not even see him in part 2 if we get really unlucky. But hey, and of course, shout out to all the people that I used the footage for, because otherwise this probably would have came out like 20 years later. Like, come on. Yeah, so go subscribe to them, you know. I mean, and also that the person who was named Fall Guys, that's an actual channel though. I was not talking about like it's Fall Guys footage. That is the name of the channel. So yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, and also let me say one little last thing. I may have forgotten to put Hexaring in my notes. So we have 82 games to talk about, really. Luckily we got rid of 27, so we only have 55 left. So In part 2, we'll talk about 28 games, and in part 3, we'll talk about the last 27. And then at the ending of part 3, I will rank all of them. And yeah, and I will also order Mario's opinions and see if he was truly valid or not. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.